Well, hello there, chums. I'm in Creative Save, and I'm not too far from Veritas Velez's base. And I liked his base so much, I thought I'd have a go at making my own micro base. So here we go. I'll give you a quick tour of what I made. So I made this little platform just sort of hovering over the top of this sort of like area here. But as you head on in, oh, I'm going to need to add a message into there. But I got myself a little bed just here. I got myself a carbon wall there. Got myself a little tech desk here where you can pick up weapons to go out on your daily excursion. Got a little wiki droid to help you pick the best multi-tool for the day ahead. And then over here I've got myself a neutron processor, byte beat box. Sorry about the annoying music it's making. And yeah, here you can interact with your kitchen unit. And it's actually a galactic trade terminal, so I sort of glitched that into the wall. But then over here, that was just adjacency glitching, chums. You can access it from the back end of the base as well, so you got it just there. You can see it's sort of like upside down and ran the wrong way, but that's about the best I could do. And yeah, you got a first aid kit, and you got that up there, all good. And yeah, you got a refiner just here, and a landing pad, and that's it. That's the whole freaking base. That's it. And oh yeah, there's an appearance modifier, and yeah, basically that's my base. Just a tiny little hut in the middle of nowhere on a little island. But yeah, it's just a little outpost. And I was just thinking it's quite nice. I don't think it's half as good as Veritas's base at all, but it's the first like micro base I've put together. It just goes to show you don't need to go grandiose with a base. You can just build something really small and really compact. I try to use parts that I don't use all that often, so I went for these sort of like curved rooms, which I quite like. You can stuff windows in them, which is awesome. And yeah, and I use these curved bits here, so it's almost like a high-tech tent is kind of how I'm looking at it. A high-tech tent. I use the wooden textures because I figured basically Veritas's base isn't too far away. It's on a neighbouring island. So I thought, well, why not try and keep it as in keeping as I possibly can. I didn't go for a Japanesey look to it. This is quite modernistic and futuristic. But yeah, I'm hoping people like what I've done. It's just something very simple and not complex in any way, shape or means. And yeah, I quite like it. Maybe I should add some trusses or some sort of supports, because at the moment it's defying gravity. So yeah, I'll probably do that. Probably add some legs to it. And yeah, that's pretty much that. But yeah, I was looking at these spiky things, wondering what the heck's going on with the side of my island. It's got like these capillary shells sticking out all over the place, which is quite cool. Oh, and you see this big pineapple-y thing under the sea? I've actually called that "Who Lives in a Pineapple Under the Sea?" Yep, I named that. So yeah, if I go into my discoveries page, let me show you. So I go into here, and I think is it a mineral? I scanned it like 10 minutes ago. That's just fudged up. Okay, right. Well, who knows? That's just weird. Discoveries seem to do that, don't they? It's freaking mind blowing. I bet you if I go down and scan the damn thing, it would appear. Let's go give that a go. Get away from that byte beat box for a second. Right, where are you, giant pineapple under the sea? There he is, over there. So that's him. It's coming up with question marks. You're having a laugh. I scanned this, saved, and all sorts just momentarily ago. Discovered by Dutch. Okay, that's a bit weird. I've already freaking... That's odd. Okay, discovered yesterday. Alright, well I scanned it and named it and uploaded it like 10 minutes. Oh, it might have been on the normal save. It could have been on the normal save, couldn't it? Okay, so Dutch has been here as well in creative mode. He hasn't got a base here in creative mode. Not that I've seen. Oh, well, I give up trying to guess with this game, chums. I keep finding all sorts of bugs. Bugs. Mainly with multiplayer. Mainly with bases, but yeah, I'm just going to add some trusses to this, and I need to update my message orb, wherever that message orb is. I think it's around here. I think my message orb is just there. Yeah, so I'll stick a message in this, but yeah, that's basically my base tour, chums. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys hopefully soon. There, chums. I'm at another one of my bases. Yep, another one that I've built. So this is in ode to the Atlas sort of monolith that I found here. So we've got this Atlas looking monolith. So I made an Atlas looking temple facing it, right down its main steps. I put the Atlas sort of trophies on the outside here, and an Atlas marker there. And yeah, let's just show you it from the outside first. Let's just pop into camera mode. So it's almost church-like in the way that it's built. I use these sort of like rounded edges to round it off here. And when you peer through the windows, I've tried to make it look like there's a light, almost like the Atlas's centre, in some of the windows. So it's kind of got an Atlas-y feel to it. I went for black and red to marry up to the Atlas sort of image or visage on the outside. And as you head in, you've got this red carpet type feel. I'm liking these sort of red glows that hold up the Atlas markers, which are quite cool. And there you go, you can see the lights there. And they're off of one of these sort of like rock garden-y type things. I put 16, 16, 16 down the walls, and I've added my own sort of Atlas sort of structure in the middle there. And I've added, you know, the image on the back. So to make my own little Atlas here, all I did was put a pipe there, chums, like one of the little mini pipes, and then just put an inverted cone and then another one on top, and then just deleted the pipe so it looks like it's hovering. It's freaking so simple. Yeah, but it's so effective. It looks quite cool, doesn't it? So that's pretty much that inside. It has no real function or real purpose. It's just there. It's just a structure, chums, and yeah, I quite like it. It adds an air of mystery, doesn't it? Well, I think it does anyway, chums. So yeah, that's very quick base tour, that one. Let's just pop into camera mode. Let's head on out the door. And this planet is quite beautiful. I think it's beautiful anyway, in a very sort of overgrown radioactive type way. I mean, you know, these sort of planets, they're not usually that beautiful, but this one has got quite a nice fogging effect, which almost makes it look like a fungal planet in sort of its green sort of yellowy shade that it has. It goes quite well with my ship. The ship's got pretty much the same colours. That's called the Claw of the Gek. If you want the Claw of the Gek, just search on YouTube, Claw of the Gek, and you'll see which system I got it from. I do love that ship. It's got a droid in the wing and all sorts. But yeah, enough about the ship. This is more about the base. So I'm liking these sort of like little cones that I've put on the top here. It looks like a church that's been made out of egg cartons and boxes, doesn't it, really, chums? It looks like something that someone's fashioned together with some prick stick, and after watching too many episodes of Blue Peter. But that's pretty much the base. That's the base that I've made, chums, and I quite like it. It's alright, isn't it? Now, this is creative mode on PS4. You can see the actual coordinates down in the bottom corner there on the left. Now, this is the NMSA hub, and I am encouraging people to come here, set down a base of their own, and we'll build this out. I want to submit this over to Hello Games and get myself established. Now, this hub itself, chums, is far from the galactic centre. It's freaking miles away from the galactic centre, and I am hoping one day we get some sort of enemy that is the opposite way from the centre. So this would be a cool place to fend off said enemy, if that ever does happen, which I'm fairly sure it's not. But look, I'll fly up into space and I'll show you roughly where this is in the centre, the location of the centre of the universe or galaxy, whatever you want to call these things. I call them dimensions, but they're probably not. Right, so let's head up here and let's head into the galactic map. Okay, so you can see there in the top left hand corner, chums, just how far away I am from the galactic core. So it says there 905,000 light years away from the galactic core. You can see the marker. I'm on the outer arm of the actual universe or galaxy or dimension, whatever you want to call frickin' Euclid. But that's where I am. So yeah, if you want to come and join us in the NMSA hub in the middle of frickin' nowhere, then yeah, that'd be frickin' awesome to have you along. Right, I do say frickin' a heck of a lot, don't I? Oh, look at that. Isn't that a lovely shot? Wow. Lovely jubbly. I might stick that on Twitter. Alright, okay, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye for now.
So we met again, but the flame went out again. Now you're in my head, now I'm chasing you through the dark.
And if you wish to support the channel, you can via Patreon. There's a tier there for pretty much everyone, including ship models. Here are all the people that are getting ship models, and I also have other backers on Patreon with other perks. Go check out my Patreon if that appeals to you. And yes, I also have YouTube membership with various tiers, including the Christmas box for the highest of supporters, and here are those highest of supporters thanking you, chums, thanking you. Or you can head on over to Teespring, grab some merch, get a funky mug or a t-shirt or a pair of socks. Or yeah, you can hit a like, a subscribe, or hit something on this screen and stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer. Or just don't skip my adverts, that throws revenue down my avenue. Thanks for watching.